Hello and welcome to G with Friends and Family. If you read the description, you'll know that my body algorithm is all messed up and my days are nights and my nights are days. A lot of reasons for that that we won't go into, but I'm here tonight with a little late night cooking and I'm making some black bean soup my way. This isn't really my way, it's just like an easy and quick way. And I'm going to open up a can of beans, pour it in there with the juices and everything. Get the spoon to get that out. Is anybody up? Probably not. You'll see this in the morning. So I'm just going to go right through, not waiting for anybody to get in the room. So how have your days been going? I have to get back on track eventually, but I think it's going to take me a while. So I'll just pop in every now and then like this. Hey, Jazzy, what are you doing up? Is baby girl up? Is she keeping you up? I'm making some black bean soup and a grilled cheese waffle. So, and this is the easy way. I just opened up a can of beans and put it in here. Now, this is my cilantro, which I would normally be ceremoniously plopping a cube. Me either. I figured I'd try it. I'd be popping a couple of cubes of cilantro in there, but my son left the freezer open and it melted a little bit, all melted together, but that would have been maybe about 2 cubes of cilantro. I don't know whether you saw the video where I made the cilantro and that's funny. Made the cilantro and put it in the ice cube tray. And I'm saying cilantro, and I don't even mean cilantro. I mean sofrito. And that was just, you might have been in the room when I made that. That was just cilantro, peppers, onions, garlic, olive oil, and a little salt. So I'm going to plop some tomatoes in here. I'll put a little curry because I don't have cumin. I usually put cumin in my black bean soup, but cumin is one of the main things in curry powder. So I'm just going to put some, just a little, not much. And once this cooks down a little bit and I could see everything. Oh, sorry about that. I hope I didn't hurt your ears. Yeah, once this cooks down a little bit, I'll taste it and see how much salt, if any, I need to add. And I might need to add a little water to that. I'm not sure. I'll wait and see. So is she up for the night or just waking up to play a little bit? Yeah, babies are funny. They can get all twisted around. My oldest daughter, she was a trip. I used to have to sing to her at night and everything. It was something else. Oh, thanks. Not that anybody's going to be awake to see it, but, but thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit. We'll chat a little bit, and then I'll get to the grilled cheese. And hopefully the soup won't take that long. I don't know. This is just going to be a quick live. Put that there. Yeah, I think I'm going to add a little water to that. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, see, the long naps make it harder to sleep through the night. She's at an age now, you could probably, well, no, she'll get cranky. I was going to say, you could probably keep her up a little bit. But yeah, a cranky baby is not a good baby. So you don't want to do that. I'll be right back. Yeah. And it's funny, my son, when he was that age, he would not nap. At first, he wouldn't nap because I hadn't figured out the trick. He used to want me to nap with him, and I didn't know that. But he would do all kinds of crazy things because I could tell when he was getting sleepy. So I used to like rub the top of his head, and his eyes would close, and he'd fall asleep. But then he caught on. So whenever I started to rub the top of his head, he'd like, knock my hand away. Then he started like holding his eyes open, shaking his head. He just did not want to go to sleep. But eventually, I first laid down with him and he fell asleep and took a nap, and then I would get up. Then I think he was upset when he would wake up and I wasn't there. So when I lay down to take a nap with him, he would hook his arm around my neck so that if I tried to get away, he would know. And I'd be laying there captive, because I wanted him to go to sleep. And after a while, I started like rolling up the blanket and like slipping it under and slipping and slipping away at the same time. And it kind of reminds me of that Friends episode where Chandler taught he taught somebody how to tuck and roll. Like you tuck the blanket in and then you roll away. And Monica found out. But yeah. Babies are funny. Hi, Jazzy Nicole M. Are you new? I don't think I've seen you before. Am I connected with you? Let me check. Let me check. I know there's probably a quick way that I could just check right here on the screen. But of course, I don't know how to do that. Okay. And I'm not sure how to search it here. So, I have my iPad. I have all my devices with me. But hello and welcome in. We're having a little black bean soup. And why is this thing not working? Just get a new tab. Yeah, black bean soup, and I'm going to make a waffle and turn it into a grilled cheese sandwich, hopefully. We're going to see. Okay. Jazzy, is this you? It's all one. Oh, okay, it is you. That's so funny. I was wondering, I'm like, what's going on here? Okay, that's cute. Yeah, I have a couple of aliases myself. I'll just leave that there. I was going to try to go live and on Big O also, which I probably could, but I don't have energy for all that. This is smelling so good. Ah. Yeah. The tomatoes haven't burst yet, but this will give me enough time to taste and see if I need to add salt. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And what did I do with the salt? Did I not bring it in here? Oh, thanks. That's funny. I'll be right back. I can't believe I didn't bring it in here and watch. Oh. It wasn't far. That's cilantro. Have you, I keep saying cilantro, the sofrito. Have you ever made it? Sofrito? It is like so good. And like times like this, like I guess I use it all the time, but you know, it beats having to continuously have to chop onions and that's good. Yeah. There are instances where you don't want all that in whatever you're making, but like sometimes things just call for onions or whatever and you have to chop it up. But this is like such a great flavor. You got to make it. And if you don't like cilantro, I mean, maybe you could use something else. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try making it with something other than cilantro because everybody doesn't like cilantro. I might even do an Italian seasoning one and use basil because I love basil also. And basil is another one of those things that I buy, use a little, and then before you know it, it goes bad. So making little basil cubes that are, with Italian seasoning, that might be good. Huh. And I bet you somebody's already done it. I'm thinking it's something new and inventive, but it's probably already been done. That's cooking up really nicely. And at the very end, when it's done, I'm going to add some hot sauce. Now this says it's Pete's, but it's not Texas Pete. It's actually I forgot what kind. Because my son bought it and I had never had it before. But it's a little spicier than Texas Pete. And my son lost the top to the other hot sauce, so I just poured it in the Texas Pete bottle. But it's good. It's a different kind of flavor. I don't know whether I should. I think these tomatoes are almost ready to burst. I hope so. No, not really. Oh, yeah, a little. I'm going to help them along if I can. Yeah, some of them are easy. That flavor is so good. And this is an easy way. I like to cook dried beans. And I do it the quick way. You boil them for like 5 minutes. Then you turn the fire off and let them sit for an hour. Pour the water off, add fresh water, and then you cook them like you would regularly cook them. And that's like a quick soak because you know how you have to soak dried beans overnight? If you do that, you don't have to do all that. So that's usually what I do. But we had a can of beans for to make beans dip, stuff like that. And I don't want to make the grilled cheese too soon. Oh, Franks and beans. I can't eat Franks and beans. I never could. Not even as a kid. I just couldn't. My father was the one that liked Franks and beans, and sometimes my mother would have dinner for the rest of us, and he would just want his Franks and beans, and so she'd make him some Franks and beans, and we sit around. Me and my brother would sit around looking at him like, oh. But he loved that. That was one of his things. Franks and beans, liver and onions. That was another thing that just he ate. Yeah, that was it. I mean, yeah, we couldn't eat that. Franks and hot sauce. Oh, nice. Hey Shay, what's up? How you doing? What are you doing up? Well, you're up all the time. Probably making something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. It smells so good. I'm going to start heating up this waffle iron because I think it's not going to take too long for that soup. It smells so good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is earlier in California. You're 3 hours. So it's almost 2. So what is it, like 11 there? 12, 1, 2. Yeah. It's like almost 11. Okay, so now my eyes are failing again. And I keep my handy dandy glasses. Oh, hi, the life of Cleo. I didn't even notice that was you. I'm trying to read your message there. But yeah. Yeah, it's 11. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I was just talking to my daughter a little while ago. Did I tell everybody she got a dog? Oh, that poor dog. And what are you? Oh, did you just get off work, Cleo? Because I know you go. No, you didn't just get off work. You get off work in the morning. Are you work? Or did you have the day off? And are you in a different time zone too? I don't know which side of Canada you're on, whether you're the east or the west. I know those pranks. I didn't see the one today. I have to see it. Um, but yeah, those pranks crack me up. You do the best pranks, Shay. They're so funny. Oh my gosh. Somebody's gonna beat you up. And then you prank that girl that you knew. That was so funny. Mm. I know she is always working. She is like the hardest working woman on YT. Oh, okay. Yeah, your pranks are funny. They're hilarious. Why isn't this not hot yet? It says it's hot. But let's see. Now we're going to see how this waffle turns out because, ooh. Okay, yeah, I can turn this off now. I didn't have enough of my regular gluten-free flour, so I mixed it with my rice flour, the one that I make those rice cakes with. We're having black bean soup and a grilled cheese waffle. And Jazzy goes to me, oh, I know. I think her name is Dominique ASMR. She was telling me that I should do a video with just the cooking sounds and see how that turns out. This is kind of liquidy, so I'm not going to fill it all the way up. Let's see how this waffle turns out. Oh, you did? That's funny. I've almost done that. Yeah, I have those. Yeah. Like I'll be up all night now. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was good. I missed it too then. But yeah, I saw it when I woke up. So I'm going to watch it. My hands have been giving me trouble and sometimes I can't sleep normally, but I think today's going to be a good day. So far I feel okay. You're going to get hungry, Cleo? I wish I could share with you. It smells so good. I put some of my sofrito in there, some tomatoes, a little salt, and I added a little curry powder. You know, it's not that I don't get sleep. It's that, well, sometimes I don't get sleep. Let me not lie. But lately I've been sleeping the opposite way. Like I'll sleep during the day or catch little naps during the day. And then I'm all night for some reason or another. Yeah. It smells so good. When that cools off a little bit, I'm going to blend it up, sprinkle a little cheese on top. I know that might be cheese overkill for some, but I love cheese. Aw, girl, no thanks needed. You know, you have very, very, very good content. I'm sorry that you're not doing well. I just kept missing them, but not really that I miss them sometimes, and sometimes I would be in the chat. But I liked your Wednesdays where you cooked with other people. That was fun. I like that. It was like a nice idea. You should do a couple more of those. Yeah. Oh, I think this is gonna come out okay. Let me move some of this stuff around. Put this over here so I don't forget. Put the bowl there. And I'm going to use oh, yeah, hey Mary, I am up late and so are you. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Yeah. It looks like it's gonna be okay. Let's hope. Mm. You tired? Yeah, night owls. Yeah. So why are you up if you're tired? Sleep. Why don't you sleep? Oh. Oh, oh, it does move. Oh, I just love cilantro. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I wonder if because I added the rice flour, this isn't going to brown. Oh, no, it still needs to cook a little more. I thought it wasn't going to brown properly, and it still might not. Because rice flour, oh, I appreciate you coming in. Rice flour cooks up kind of white sometimes. So let's see if I can get a toast on this. But if not, we're going to melt this cheese anyway. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Mary. I was thinking of going live for Thanksgiving too. Yeah, I'll come on the panel Thanksgiving. I'm not going to be doing a lot of cooking because my daughter's bringing over all the sides, but I will be making salmon, and I think I'm making salmon anyway. It's still up in the air. Salmon, and I'm baking. I'm going to make a flan and a flourless chocolate cake. So yeah, I'll come on with you on Thursday. That'll be cool. Yeah. I asked my kids if they wanted to eat with me, and they're like, "No, we don't want to be on the channel." What time are you going to do it? Okay. Yeah, I just don't have the energy to do all the cooking, so my daughter's going to pick up all the sides from this really great gluten-free restaurant in Manhattan. And I always enjoy their food. They're the nicest people, as a matter of fact, because, okay, they have a morning restaurant and then they have a nighttime restaurant. Probably not anymore because of what's going on. But I went there one night. Uh, was it Mother's Day? It was Mother's Day. And I had an allergic reaction to something that was in the food. I think it may have been cardamom. Okay. Okay, well, just let me know. Let me know. Yeah, so I had an allergic reaction, and one of the owners, they come by every now and then to see how everybody's liking the food because the nighttime restaurant was kind of new, and I was telling him everything's good, but I feel like I'm having an allergic reaction, and I asked him if he had any cardamom that was cooked in anything because it wasn't noted on the menu, and he didn't think so. He wasn't quite sure, whatever. So he didn't have anything on hand, not any Benadryl or anything like that. And so I was going to send my daughter out to the store, that was right up the street. I think it was right up the street anyway. And he offered to go. He goes, "No, no, no. You stay. You enjoy your meal." He goes, "I'll run out and get it." That man walked out of the restaurant and literally started running. I felt so bad. I mean, it was thank goodness that he did that, but yeah. Are you doing ham? That's cool. Yeah, I don't have big Thanksgivings anyway. But I usually cook a lot of food. Well, I can't say usually because as of late, like the past 5 years or so, I haven't been 5 or 6 years. I haven't really been cooking, and usually I spend uh, Thanksgiving in Cali. So can't do that this year. And yeah, so I'm here, and the kids are here, two of them anyway, and we're going to just have a small Thanksgiving here. They usually go to their friends' houses, but yeah, no one can go anywhere this year. So, oh yeah, that would be nice. That would be so cool. Yeah, my mom, she used to do big, all the family would come to the house for Thanksgiving, all my aunts and stuff. And she would do the turkey, she would do the ham, she would do pies, sweet potato, of course, and apple for me. And then my father would make some sort of sweet buns or something. Oh, cool. All right. Mmm, that sounds good. Turkey breast, cranberry sauce, and maple bacon, sweet potato casserole, and green bean casserole, stuffing, and gravy. Oh, you're making a tiramisu cheesecake. That sounds delicious, Mary. Nice. Hmm. That's gonna go in there too. Oh, I'm not gonna put this up here so quickly because the white is distracting to me. Yeah, my dad can make. Oh my goodness, he was such a good cook. My mom was a good cook too, but he was like professional, you know. Now let's see if this works. I am going to put cheese on half of this. Or maybe, no. No. Yeah, I'll put cheese on half of this and flip it over. I mean, not flip it over, but take up half and see if I can pick the other half up and close the thing again. Let's see how that'll work. Let's see if I can do it. Always trying something crazy over here. Ooh. Okay, it's in half. And it's not going to be crispy like a pan fried grilled cheese, but it'll be different. Hey, what are you doing up so late, Wendy? How are you? Okay, so Shay's doing chitlins, neck bones, collard greens, cornbread. Of course, you got to have your cornbread with your collard greens, Shay. Mac and cheese, candied yams, dressing, ham, black eyed peas, and ham with sweet potato pie. Sweet, I love some sweet potato pie. I'm gonna save that for Christmas. Oh, and banana pudding. My dad made a good banana pudding too. Oh man, this grilled cheese waffle is turning out pretty good. I think that I will. Yeah, I plugged it in. I'm gonna blend up the soup now. I'm so glad you guys came in with me. Okay. Gonna have to wipe off the walls. uh, yeah, I think that's good. Then I will pour the soup in here. Add a little cheese on top. Ooh. Yeah. And now I'll plate this up. I could hear that cheese sizzling. My son has a microphone. Oh my gosh. My son has a microphone that he uses to record his music. Oh my gosh, this is a big mess. Ah. Oh my goodness. There's cheese all over the place. I mean, it'll clean up nicely, but wow. Let me just pour this in. But yeah, there's cheese all over this waffle iron. Have to wait till it cools off to clean it properly. But I bet that grilled cheese is going to be delicious. I'll just let you guys see this. I hope you can get a good look. And then, I don't want to spill the soup, but yeah, it just has the cheese floating on top. No, it isn't, but it has it's really extremely nonstick. I'll just once it cools off, I'll just have to peel the cheese up and wipe it down and it's good. So I love this waffle iron because of that. Now, I just heard my phone and I need to text my son. Oh, there it is. Oh, I forgot the hot sauce. I'll put it in here. I learned my lesson with hot sauce. Yeah, I never heard of it either, Shay. I just figured I'd try it. Just figured I'd try it. And it looks like it's going to be good. Oh my gosh. Especially with those two cheeses on there. Oh my goodness. I don't want, oh, you know what? I can, no, he never hears me when I yell. Let me just mute my mic for a second. Zero the Infinite. Hello and welcome. Grilled cheese waffle doesn't sound right. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Here, you take this away.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It sounds perfect to me. Oh, I don't know. Let me check because I haven't even seen you popping up, Wendy. I'm gonna go over and check though to see. Yeah, I remember, but was it just that one video? Hey, Q. How you doing? What are you doing up? Everybody's up. I'm gonna come on late night all the time. Yeah, Jazzy, that omelet waffle, that was amazing. That was amazing. Yeah, it might have just been that one video, Wendy. I don't know. Maybe if you check the where you set the videos up, maybe you clicked on something by mistake. I don't know. Usually that happens if it's a made for children movie and you might have clicked that by mistake. So I would check that out too. Oh, those porn site comments. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I never like I usually just delete them because I don't think it's ever the same one. They'll just make a new one and, post again. So, okay, Mary, have a good night. And thanks for coming in. You don't know what you're missing, Zero. It is delicious. I was kind of skeptical about it too, but Jazzy said try it. And so I did, and it was so good. Oh, yeah, maybe you did, but they always come back. I don't think there's anything that it's like trolls. You block one channel, they make another one. Hmm. Maybe that 2 pieces of cheese may have been enough. I'm going to try it with just one this time. Nah, gotta do two. I'll suffer the consequences. Hmm. Oh, don't worry about it. I have those days too. I use Optimum and they are the worst. So I'm trying to find someone cheaper than them. I know Verizon is in my area, but I think they're not cheap. But there's a new service that came to New York. I think it's called Starry or something like that. I'm not sure, but it's not in my area yet. But they're supposed to notify me when it is, and I think it's for $50. You get like professional high speed internet, which is good because I'm paying like 58 now with Optimum, and it's not even the top speed. You got to try it. Don't take her word for it. You have to try it. You're going to love it. Oh, Verizon has problems too. You know what? Not as much as Optimum. I really wanted all my money back for the month of August with Optimum because they were crazy. I'm going to pour this now. Smells so good. That is good. Well, and here's my cheese. Wait, there, you can see it. Do that. Sprinkle a little cheese on top. And I think tomorrow I'm going to be making, or not tomorrow, but later today, I'm going to be making my mushroom risotto. I finally have enough. Oh no, I can't close this up yet because I have to put it on the grilled cheese. Yeah, it's good. I finally have enough cheese to do it. My son keeps eating the cheese every time I get ready to make the risotto. There. Okay. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. There we go. I have to get colorful plates because these white plates, like, whew, they're so annoying. Now let's see. I don't want to get it to get as melty as Oh, sorry, Cleo. Ah. And then after I finish eating this, I'll probably start cleaning. And yeah, I'll be up for the rest of the day, maybe till around 2 o'clock. I'll take a nap. Yeah. I'm so anxious to taste this. Is this melty enough? I think so. I think so. I'm going to have to let it cool. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, that rice flour, it cooks up kind of white. It doesn't get brown and toasty. There. I'm going to taste this soup first. It's nice and thick and creamy. Should have had some sour cream. Ooh. Mmm. And that cilantro, the sofrito, it's amazing. You have all your aromatics in there, and oh my goodness. Oh, thunderstorms. That's terrible. Yannette, what are you doing up? Yeah. Jazzy, make the sofrito. Make it. It's really easy. This is so good. And I can't wait for this to cool. So I'm going to grab a bite now and hope that I don't burn my mouth. That's good. If I did anything, oh, I forgot the hot sauce. If I did anything different, I would use a sharper cheese in the grilled cheese sandwich because, yeah, I like a little, you know, on the soup it's okay, but and this is going to be amazing in the yes, and it's easy. I'm sorry. I'm like starting a sentence, then reading a comment, responding to the comment. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, it's going to be amazing in the risotto. Mm. I never made risotto before. It's going to be my first time, but I've been studying it really, really hard. So I think it's going to come out good. Me thinks so. Hmm. Very, very nice. I like this. Mm. One time, mm, I was making black beans, just plain black beans. And the apartment that I lived in had these big windows in the kitchen, and the sun was so bright. I had the beans on for a simmer, you know, and I thought that I had turned the fire off because I checked and I couldn't see the fire. So I said, oh, I turned it off. The beans were cooking all day. So by the time I got home from dropping off the kids and hanging out with my friends, having coffee and, and everything, it was like this. I didn't even have to blend it. It had turned into black bean soup. And all the beans had like burst and it was thick and it was creamy. And I was like, wow. And that was actually the first time I made black bean soup, myself. So I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. mm. Mm. Mushroom risotto is so good. And you drizzle a little bit of truffle oil on top of it. It just enhances the flavor. And oh my goodness, amazing. Yeah, the blender. That's what I blended mine up today. That's what I do now. But I'm just saying, you turn it on a slow simmer, it'll turn into soup. Mm-hmm. Mm. I love cilantro in it. I love it. I love cilantro. But with black beans, I always gotta have cilantro with my black beans. Never made paella. Mm-mm. But I've eaten it. mm. You know what I want to learn how to make really well? Like there's this sauce. There used to be this Brazilian restaurant in a neighborhood that I lived in. And I think it was called piri piri. And piri piri is the name of this sauce that they used on their like grills and barbecue food. And that sauce was amazing. I want to learn how to make that sauce. I tried it once. It was okay, but it wasn't amazing. mm. So I got to learn how to make piri piri sauce. And oh, I was on another platform and this guy came in and he was from Pakistan. So I asked him his favorite Pakistani food. And he told me it was Biryani. as well. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I looked it up and it looks so good. Mm, I have to make it. It's like a basmati rice with, and I'm going to do it with fish because I'm pescatarian, but you could do it with anything you want. You could do it with chicken, you could do it with beef. You, what do you do? Okay, first you make this sauce. It's a masala sauce. You cook whatever it is that you have in the sauce. Then you put the basmati rice. You soak the basmati rice for a long time first, I guess to soften it a little bit. You put the basmati rice on top of the saucy concoction that you have, and you cook it the rest of the way. And then you take a platter, you put it, and you turn it over after everything's done so that the saucy stuff is on top of the rice stuff, and it looks so good and it sounds so good. And I'm going to try it. Night, Unit. Thanks for coming in. I know I look like a hot mess eating it, but this is good. This was fun. I like these late nights. This soup, oh my God, so good. I was going to make tomato soup. Oh, it's okay. I appreciate you, Wendy. Thank you. Yeah. I get so distracted so easily, and I forgot what I was just saying. Hopefully, I finished my sentence. Thanks, Jeanette. Have a good night. So good. I don't know if anybody ever saw the video where I was talking about my mother and how she never ate black beans because when Fidel Castro came over to America, hey, geeks, I'm just gonna call you geeks because your name is so long. How you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, Fidel Castro, like there was so much propaganda in the US about Cuba and Castro and communism and and the whole big deal. And he was afraid that someone would poison him. So he was staying at the Teresa Hotel in Harlem, and every night they would let him into the kitchen and he would make his own black beans. And because Fidel Castro ate black beans, my mother thought, oh my goodness, I'm not going to eat those. I love black beans. But it's funny because you never know the truth with the things that they put out. My father taught me that. And Muammar Gaddafi, he was not a nice person in the end. But at one point, this country was touting him like he was so wonderful. And there's evidence. My father had an old Encyclopedia Britannica from the 50s, I'd say. Well, yeah, because probably got it when my brother was little. And he turned to the page with Mama. He's like, you see how they talk about this dude now? It's like, look what they were saying about him before. Flip the pages. Oh, okay. He flipped the pages, and they were saying so many good things about Muammar Gaddafi, and probably because they were in cahoots with him, and he was doing everything that they wanted, everything that they liked, everything that made them money. So as soon as he stopped doing that, they could reveal the things that he was, doing to his people and stuff. So yeah, but you can't read or trust everything that somebody tells you, and especially about world news. It's like, you know. Me too, Jazzy. My mother used to make nice pinto beans. Mm-hmm. Mm. So good. Anywho, that's kidney beans. I don't really think I eat kidney beans. Yeah. No, I don't think I really eat them. Oh, you know what? I never used to like lima beans. I like them now. It depends. The Italians, they eat the fava beans, which to me looks like a big giant lima bean, and the way they cook them is so good. And oh, um, but I had a friend that used to make lima beans, but the baby ones. And I remember I went to his house. He and his wife were having some kind of something, and they had the lima beans, and he made them. And you know, he was like the brother I never wanted. So he's like, taste my lima beans. And I'm like, no, I don't like lima beans. He goes, you got to taste mine. I tasted them, and they were so good. So that's another thing, Jazzy. It depends on how it's cooked, you know. But normally I don't like them, but I liked his. Oh, okay. Oh. No, he didn't have any meat in his. I think he put it was the way he seasoned them. I think he seasoned them with thyme, which I think I'm now allergic to. Um or it was either thyme or rosemary. I don't know. But they were so good. And he used butter as like I guess the sauce. He just put some butter in there, and they were so good. Mm. I'm gonna take the last little bit of this grilled cheese and sop up the rest of this black bean soup. Mm. Not leaving any for Miss Manners. That was yummy, yummy. And I'm glad that you guys came in to watch me make it and watch me eat it. Girl, I am allergic to so many things. It's unbelievable. The only time I had a reaction to thyme though was my daughter made something. Oh, thank you. I love grilled cheese too. My daughter made something and she had gotten some fresh thyme and had a reaction to that. Um, I don't know if I can eat dried thyme, but I would try it. Keep my Benadryl close by, but I would try it because it's funny because sometimes you can be allergic to something that's fresh, like Gigi. Gigi from Gigi's Gluten Free Lab. She can't eat raw citrus, so but she can eat it if it's cooked in something. So yeah, I was taking allergy shots before this whole thing started, and I was taking 8, 11, uh, excuse me, 14 different things. I was taking 2 shots in each arm, and one shot was, in each arm, one was 4 different allergens, and then the second shot was 3 different allergens. And that's not including food allergies because they don't have shots for food allergies. Those were just like environmental and, dust and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, and you outgrew it. No, it's funny. Oh, yeah, I developed an allergy, and it's funny because my allergist told me I was allergic to seafood, shellfish, not seafood, shellfish. And I said, "What are you talking about? I eat shellfish all the time, and I have never had a reaction." So he said, "Okay, then if you haven't had a reaction, you can still eat it. But if you ever do have to have a reaction, you have to stop eating it immediately." Well, 4th of July, I was doing a thing here and I had such a reaction to shrimp, which is a shellfish. And I'm just like praying that it doesn't cross over to crab and and lobster. I mean, I haven't tried it, but I love crab, lobster, crawfish. I love all of that. So I don't know. Hmm. They didn't do my back. They did my arms, both arms. And there were so many whelps on my arms. And it's funny because I will test slightly allergic to dogs, very allergic to cats, but I don't react to dogs anymore because I once had a dog. This was years ago, and I didn't know I was allergic to dogs. And she wasn't a fur dog. She was a hair dog. She was one of those mini schnauzers, and like Yorkies. They say they have hair and not fur, so supposed to be they're supposed to be hyperallergenic, but they're not. I was so allergic to this dog, but I had paid $500 for this dog. So I was not getting rid of her. And I outgrew it. Eventually I stopped sneezing and itching and, you know, so it happens. Mm, I feel sorry for when I see the babies come in, like when I say babies, but I just mean the young children. Wow. Yeah. The peanut allergy. Oh, that's such a dangerous one. A lot of them are dangerous, but especially with food allergies. Oh my gosh. But I'm not even going to tell you a horrible story, but bad things can happen. Oh, she's allergic to shellfish too. Yeah. And seafood is my favorite thing. So, and to have to give up shellfish, that really hurts. But you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, peanuts are in a lot of things. I knew this boy that was allergic to apples and pears. I had never heard of that before. But yeah, he was allergic to apples and pears. And then my youngest daughter, when she was in preschool, there was this little girl and they didn't know what she was allergic to. Um, and she would get these red prickly spots all over and she was just miserable, you know. Turns out she was allergic to eggs. And I didn't know that they put eggs in, like when you buy your store brand or store bought bread, there's eggs in a lot of it. And she couldn't eat the bread. Her daughter started making, I mean, her mother started making bread and, you know, yeah. Okay. You know, it's funny with that because some people, if you introduce the allergen, that helps them get over it. And other people, if you introduce the allergen, the reaction gets worse and worse every time until it becomes, you know, something really bad. So you're lucky that she can tolerate it at all. But like I said, with the shellfish, I ate shellfish all my life. You know, it could change up in a minute. So just be careful and watch her very closely. And don't let her eat it when you're not around. You know, like I wouldn't, you know, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your kid. I know you know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you guys get to sleep. Oh, it's from the protein in the apple. Okay. I had never. See, I have celiac disease. So they say that that's not an allergy, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, it almost killed me a couple times. So I don't eat it. Yeah. Oh, no problem. It's like you never know when somebody's gonna accept something that you're saying or not. So I just, you know, but yeah. So you were allergic to wheat and now you're not? Well, that's good. That's really good. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go start my day. I appreciate you all for coming in. And don't forget to count your blessings, be a blessing to somebody else, and be kind to yourself. And have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get a good night's sleep, whatever you're at. Yeast? Wow. Oh, poor baby. Mm, yeah. Oh, yeah, I have a, I'm allergic to grass. But I always knew that. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, have a good night, everybody. And thanks for coming in again. Appreciate you.